There could be bright days ahead for Celtic Football Club as the Daily Mail are reporting that Brighton FC are ready to break the Scottish transfer record in order to land the man that they want in their midfield, none other than Denmark international Matt O'Reilly. Welcome back, guys, to Scotland TV. Celtic might be getting the largest amount of money that any Scottish team has ever gotten before, because it looks like Brighton are set to at least offer, they're going to at least offer the record-breaking transfer fee. Whether or not Celtic accept that remains to be seen, but that is what Daily Mail are reporting. We've already seen Atlanta drop out of the race over the past few days for Matt O'Reilly. Their last offer, I believe it was 21.5 million with a further 2 million in add-ons, but Celtic said no to that. Celtic are adamant that they want their £25 million valuation of Matt O'Reilly to be met, and that is something that Atlanta were not able and willing to do. Well, maybe able to do, but certainly not willing to do, because they've dropped out of the race. However, the Daily Mail are reporting that Brighton now are going to make sure they get their man. With Atlanta dropping out, maybe it's Brighton's time to move on forward. Maybe they can be uncontested here when they try now and sign Matt O'Reilly. And it appears that the bid that Brighton are preparing would top the £25 million that Arsenal paid for Celtic's Kieran Tierney. So to get the £25 million, anything above that would be fantastic. As we know, O'Reilly remains under contract until 2027, and he seems happy at Celtic right now. I know there's all these big clubs coming in for him, but honestly, Matt O'Reilly, I don't think he'll be pushing for a move out of Celtic at the moment. I think he'll be happy to stay at least another year. He's got the Champions League football, the new European format. I think everybody will be looking forward to that, and he's probably thinking, I'm playing good football at the moment. I'm the key player in the Celtic team. I'm guaranteed pretty much to start, and if I stay here, I'm going to add a few more trophies to my cabinet. So, and plus, Celtic are a big club. It's not like playing for Celtic is, a punishment or anything like that. So, for me, I think that Matt O'Reilly will be more than happy to stay at Celtic, and it's going to take a big bid in order to force Celtic to sell Matt O'Reilly, which, according to the Daily Mail, Brighton are willing and they're about to offer. But again, we've heard this now for weeks. Brighton, Atlanta, Napoli, Southampton. We keep hearing the same clubs, and I know Atlanta now are no longer in the race, but we've been hearing Brighton and Matt O'Reilly, his name and that club, they've been getting talked about for weeks and weeks and weeks now, and we're still yet to see any sort of bid that is a serious bid, a bid that Celtic would actually consider accepting. So yeah, rather than continuing, talking about it, why don't we actually see it? Why don't we get an official bid from Brighton, a bid that is at least £25 million and meets the valuation that Celtic have for Matt O'Reilly? So Daily Mail saying that it's happening. Daily Mail are saying that it's going to be made and that Brighton are going to make this bid official, but so far we're just yet to see it right now. I think Brighton did win their opening Premier League game 3-0 against Everton as well, and we have seen that Brighton are a team now that are looking good in the Premier League. They're a team that you expect to be finishing top half, and they do give younger players a chance. They are willing to bring in players and let them grow in the team to see what they can be. So perhaps O'Reilly going to Brighton, they might not be one of the traditional big clubs. Maybe they're not like a powerhouse in English football, but you could argue Matt O'Reilly going to Brighton, it's more beneficial to his career than, let's say, if he goes to Chelsea, where he might get like 10 games, and if he isn't performing, he'll be loaned out and he'll never be seen again. I think by O'Reilly going to Brighton, that he should be able to be allowed to work his way into the team. I think they will give him time to adapt, time to perform, and I think it's a better move going to Brighton. I know some people are saying he's below Brighton or he's above Brighton, and that Brighton are not a good move for him, but I disagree. Brighton are a top half Premiership side, and I think he will do better in Brighton than he would in some of the other bigger clubs, like a West Ham or something like that, or like I said, a Chelsea. I think he'll do better at a Brighton. So we'll see. We have to wait on Brighton coming in, but it's going to be interesting to see if they do break the record fee that Kieran Tierney got from Arsenal, and I think they will have to, because we've seen Celtic, they're not budging. They're pretty much said, look, we ain't moving, we want this. If you don't pay this, then you ain't getting them, and that seems to be what's happening here. So I don't think there's any rush for Celtic. They're obviously happy to keep him for another year. O'Reilly seems happy to stay for another year, so it's going to take the big money move. It's going to take someone to actually pay up the money and offer the money in order for that to happen. And then, we've also got Billy Gilmour in the Brighton midfield. I think it'd be nice to see Gilmour and Matt O'Reilly, two younger players, two players that have came from the Scottish Premiership, and it would be an interesting midfield for sure. So yeah, to me, O'Reilly to Brighton is a good move. All that needs to happen now is that Brighton need to offer the money. Let me know what you guys think down below. Is Brighton a move for Matt O'Reilly that you think would work out for his career? And yeah, I guess that's it. I'm not going to make any more videos on this until something's official, until it's a proper bid, because I just feel like the Matt O'Reilly thing's been continuing on. Pretty much every club has been linked with him. But the Daily Mail have said that Brighton are going to bid £25 million plus. So we'll have to wait and see what their sources are. Who knows? Maybe they're just talking shite. Anyway, I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, peace.